Hello everyone, this is Lewis Anna Trans, aka Lewis JM for my fanfiction fans, and LM25 for my 360 boys. Now I just want to talk to you about something seriously that happened in the past couple of weeks, and and it involves the YouTube generation. What I'm talking about is the content ID claims that's been going on as of late. See, for some strange reason, the content ID bots are becoming a pain in most of the subscribers and viewers of the YouTube community, and that mostly includes the gamers. Now, I don't understand why this. Now, I'm not against the content ID, nor am I for it, but I could agree with most people like Angry Joe and Movie Bob and Jim Condition or any of the usual authors that have an issue with it. But to me, this whole content ID crap is pretty much an annoyance to me. And I'm stating that because some of the videos I do have like the most content ID stuff going on. For example, I'm the one that does like music videos for transformations or like arcade sneak peeks from video games, and I always have issues with this content ID way before it hurted the gaming community. In fact, I just want to show you a couple of videos that I want to address because those are the type of videos that makes my viewing stats a little low. So let me show you. Okay, so as you can see, this is my YouTube channel with all with all of the videos I've posted up as of late. It's pretty much a long list, and it has just about everything. Let me just give it clear view so that way you can see it. Alright, so as you can see, a lot of videos, mostly video games, amusement parks, little tidbits I put here and there. So basically, I'd say anything I can see, I feel like. But few of the videos that I put up have that content ID since I've started. Now, I just want to start with the recent one. As you can see, this is my recent one, Gears of War 3, the sawed-off chicken arcade Easter egg. And it says here it's matched third-party content. Let me point it up. It's right here. So let's click on that to see the issue. Now, as you can see here, the song itself, the Mad World created by Tears of Fears, has a sound recorded administered by, well, basically the track is Mike Andrews, track 17, Mad World 1-1, and the sound recorded administered by the ad rev for the third party. I have no idea what that means or why it's there. But the weirdest thing is, even though it's gaming, it doesn't say anything about Gears of War 3. So basically, because I used a normal camera to record it. Now, I know some people are a little upset about the whole content ID issue, but let's look at the bright side. Even though your video is flagged, there's a chance that there's a message that says that your video is available and playable. So basically, you're not being an actual criminal. It's just you trying to put up a few tidbits. Normally, what I do is just click acknowledged, because I know that it's not my own property, and normally the dispute thing would be an issue. The same thing goes with my last video, Christmas TFMV Part 2, basically a Christmas video. The issue I have is that it acknowledged a third-party content itself, because I use Twisted Sister, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and of course, you know Twisted Sister, the We're Not Gonna Take It and I Want to Rock. So I thought, yeah, that won't get flagged, but turns out it got flagged, and the sound recording was administered by the Orchid Music, Razor and Tie. Again, another company I never even heard of. It's just bizarre as to why this was even added. Now let's move on to another video I posted up a while back. Yeah, this one, the BioShock Arcade. Now I had this whole video set up, showing you the little tidbits like the Columbia raffle and fair walkthrough, the arcade and the Battleship Bay, the usual stuff, and I added like multiple music from the BioShock game, including the song called from Nico Vega called Beast, the extended version. But I did like a little bit of an editing to make the video look legit, like a long edited version starting with the acoustic for like 2 minutes and 4 seconds, and then move on to the heavy and then fade it out into the So basically, I kind of mixed up on a few things, and I had, of course, a couple of other songs from the BioShock album. But for some bizarre reason, the only content claim they put up is the one from the Nico Vega Beast extended version, which is sound recording ministered by the SME. So basically, all the songs got passed except for that, and I've edited it myself. I find that kind of weird, being that it's the only song that got flagged. But here's the one thing that really ticks me off, and it involves one of the earlier videos I posted up. I just gotta find it first just to show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, this one. What the Fugly. What the Fugly is like a little art or transformation sequence created by ClueDog. If you haven't heard from him yet, I say go to DeviantArt and do a search for ClueDog. He does a lot of great transformation videos, especially in the TG transgender area. Now, my idea was to add like multiple music based around different transformations, but if I remember correctly, I did one before, and it's different. Here, let me show you. This one, Video Game Girls. Now I was able to put like music from video game tracks, like remixes and whatnot, and for some that wasn't flagged, which I was glad it didn't happen. So I tried the same thing with What the Fugly, for just to make it look interesting. But then when I posted up, it had multiple flags for no apparent reason. Yeah, let me show you the multiple flags. As you can see, the flags are from multiple different song tracks. Like, for instance, Osby Osborne, which sounds amazing, right? SME, Foxy Foxy, UMG, The Inner Circle, Bad Boys song from In Grooves. I never heard of that studio. Asian Tradition Music, North Korea Music from the IND Music, Green Day, No Yami, WMG, So basically, 1, 2, and of course the that other song, the Disney song, which from the UMG. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs in total that were flagged. And here's the issue. Here's the message here. This says that your video has been blocked in some countries. When I first posted a video, it had mostly every country blocked off from the entire YouTube industry, the entire YouTube world. So far, they've removed all of them except for Germany. But due to this, my my viewings didn't work out too well. So yeah, basically, this is what we're talking about. Again, I had no issue with the whole of IT content since I had these little flags, and I usually ignore them and press acknowledge all the time, being that my videos are still available in the YouTube community and you can still play them. But now a few weeks ago, there's been issues regarding the gaming community that Google, who of course bought YouTube, decided to push the envelope and make it illegal to post music and video games up. Now, I'm a big gamer myself. Been a gamer since the NES days, and I find that completely offensive, being that most of their YouTube videos involve video games, including my own. Of course, with a few little nitpicks here and there. But a lot of people really hate that. Angry Joe especially, being that most of his videos have been flagged because he took music and movie trailer clips for his little reviews. I can understand what he's going with, and he's trying his best to update videos without gaming content or music content or anything. And I feel like that's wrong, even for the YouTube website. Especially hurts the people that do Let's Play, because they want to show people what people on YouTube on the games and how the walkthrough works. Some people might find that kind of offensive, being that not all people play games, and this could spoil a few endings here and there. But to tell you the truth, it feels wrong, and I feel that some people are being hurted by this. Here, let me show you an interesting example on a certain video that on a certain game that was removed. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Gunslinger Girls, the anime. I've watched the show, especially being that it's a cool show to begin with. But they also have a video game that came out on the PS2. Now, I find that, of course, it was released strictly as a Japanese game. It didn't made any high ties within the entire in the US. But some people usually get a hold of these games through imports, and then they play them, then they show them on YouTube. Basically, it's like one of those covering shooter games before the whole Gears of War saga. One person did a walkthrough of that. I had 2 videos of the whole thing, but then when the content ID came, this is what happened. See, this is the playlist I put together, and it had 2 videos, but that was before the whole content ID issue. But now, these videos were deleted completely, and because it's because the content ID shows that it's a crime showing walkthrough videos and delete them instantly. Now, I had no issues with this with all my other playlists on their walkthroughs, because I think that they were popular games, but this one is wrong, and and I feel as though they shouldn't do this because honestly, why did they even think about deleting the Gunslinger Girl gameplay when it was strictly from Japan and it wasn't exported across the seas? I feel it's a little wrong even on my occasion. Now I know people are blaming YouTube or the people in Google that are trying to restrict our visual arts and freedom of speech, but apparently they're not all at fault. The main people who are at fault are the big time companies, the people in charge of the movies, videos, video games, whatever. See, they are a little hesitant at the whole at people taking their content and posting it up in front of everyone. And I can understand the reason why they're doing that, why they're pushing Google and YouTube to put more restricted rules in their content ID issues. It's because they want to make sure no full-length video, full-length show, full-length video game, full-length song, whatever, isn't being posted without their approval. But, and this is a big but, but it's trying to make things worse for people who just post like a 10 to 15 second movie or 10 to 15 second music or 10 to 15 second scene from a video game just to aim and flag them because they're just buying a little tidbit for a review or let's play or whatever. The same especially goes to the AMV community, the anime music video. They usually put like music of actual artists and songs into their AMVs to make a visual representation, and that would be an issue within the YouTube community too. But honestly, we're just taking like few clips here and there and just post it up and put it together in our own little way. And they're trying to force us to, and then they get all of the credentials, the companies. I feel that's wrong on many occasions. They should at least put like a little bit of investment in those videos and not the whole work. And it will get. And if you think flagging videos or removing videos is one thing, this could be just the beginning. Because if the corporate companies push YouTube and Google further, we might have every video game walkthrough, every movie, every video that involved every AMV music videos, every review that has like a few short seconds of clips. Every YouTube channel involving all of those videos gone in an instant, ultimately alienating most of the people who go onto YouTube, gamers especially. Now, I don't know if it's gonna go downhill, but if it does, maybe there are some ways in showing your videos. There was one website called Twitch, which is mostly about people playing video games on a live stream and showing it in front of people. I saw that before Angry Joe announced it a few weeks ago, and I feel that is really good thing for the gaming community. If only they can do like reviews, I'm sure that it can be much better. Or better yet, people will go straight to Dailymotion, which is also a video sharing website, and it does all the let's plays, the AMVs, mostly everything without the corporate companies breathing down their necks, or worse yet, or being owned by a certain search engine. So in conclusion, this is the beginning of the end for the gaming community on their YouTube, because the corporations want to make sure that we don't allow the entire they won't post our videos if it shows a little bit of a video game clip or a movie clip or a music clip or whatever. And I fear that this is going to be just the beginning. Think of it like this. What if DeviantArt pulls something like this? What if corporations force DeviantArt to remove pictures based on anime, movie, video games, everything? Then fan arts and fan fiction stories will be removed completely and no one will be able to see them. Or worse yet, what about fanfiction.net? A website that I've been a big supporter of and I took part of for almost 10 years. If they remove fanfiction.net from the internet, all my stories, almost 10 years of my writing ability, down the toilet. And if that goes down the hill, then it will be all lost and forgotten, without any imaginative genius or any freedom of speech. We're going to be outcasts on the internet, and there is nothing we can do. I pray that this doesn't get any worse, because if it does, this is a sad, sad, sad day for the gamers. A sad, sad day.